I believe that we need to do social change in ways that don't replicate the patterns we've been given. And a lot of the patterns are around us versus them, labeling people as good or bad or labeling things as good or bad and doing it in a way that's divisive and binary and that continue to create problems. It's like I can set up a world where, okay, people who are queer can get married. And then, but I'm going to ignore people like within the queer movement, for instance. If I focus very much on identity, I can say, I want to make sure that people who are queer can get married, but not people who are trans. They are outside my norm. And so we start to like compartmentalize and divide ourselves. And we're not really working to create systems that address change for everyone. And I want to help people figure out how can we be truly inclusive and not perpetuate more harm as we're working to create change. Connected to that, I also, in the course, really want people to start thinking about how do I build relationships with people who are kind of walking alongside with me, but maybe are not sharing the exact same issue that I'm having. So, how do I get you to see that our paths align? And how can we define and talk about our needs that we're trying to address in ways that create clear opportunities for us to work together to create change? I also want us to be able to think about, and we're going to do brainstorming and mock dialogues with how do I talk to the person who is on the other side of the issue that I'm thinking about, right? So, how do I talk to that administrator who said, you can't let your kids climb trees?
Mhm.
Or the person who says, yeah, this group should get married, but this group shouldn't get married? How do I actually figure out who needs to be part of that conversation and what will be effective in getting everyone to the table so we can actually engage in the dialogue that can create change? And the course is really trying to span an overview of all of this. How do we define the problem? How do we define our allies? How do we define who needs to be at the table? And then what are the conversations that we need to have?